Dream, a well-known Minecrafter with 14 million subscribers on YouTube, is here today due to allegations of him tampering with his RNG luck in a speedrunning attempt. Both Dream and Geosquare have made official statements on their YouTube channels regarding the matter. Today, I will go over all the points and information given by both sides to compare, figure out the answer to the main question that is on everyone's mind. Did Dream cheat? Ever since the original video was made by Geosquare about this topic, I've wanted to give my own personal opinion and analysis regarding the verdict. However, I couldn't in good faith do so before Dream had made his official response to it. It makes me really upset to see other channels making videos similar to this one without waiting for the official rebuttal, only handling arguments from one side. Today, I will be setting this straight, using arguments from both Dream and Geosquare, comparing them one by one and getting to the bottom of what really happened. For the sake of justice, I have watched both videos and read both papers in order to have a full understanding of the situation. If you haven't already, I will link both papers and videos in the description for you guys to look at it yourselves. Just to jog everyone's memory, I will quickly summarize both videos' points before doing an analysis of the case. First off, the one that started it all, the Geosquare video. The main point he pushes here is that Dream had extremely high RNG luck, almost too much. He had compared Dream's luck to 3 other speedrunners, Illumina, Benex, and The Sizzler. In all of the graphs and measurements they had looked at, Dream had much better RNG than the other 3 people. Geosquare also claims to be accounting for stopping bias and cherry picking using p-hacking. Claiming that there were only 10 RNG factors a speedrunner would care about, they brought their number down to 1 in 7.5 trillion. Dream's response video does an amazing job taking down all of the math and statistical areas of this decision. He got someone who's an expert in statistics with a PhD in astrophysics to redo all the mathematical and statistical calculations. What they found was that the odds were very believable for a legitimate player, 1 in 100 million. Although still extremely rare and lucky, it still exists in the realm of reality. Dream was also able to get a mod to testify to verify that he was cooperative through the entire process. Comparing the two videos, it's pretty easy to tell that Dream has defended himself to a very good degree. Before we go further, I just want to put something out there. I haven't even graduated high school yet. I'm no expert, and I'm not even going to pretend that I understand all the math done here, and I'm simply going to trust the result. With that said, Dream easily fends off all the accusations. For the p-hacking to account for stopping bias, the mod team gave the number 10, despite Dream producing the number 37 with the approval of Illumina and Benex. Dream also has a proclaimed expert redo the statistics of it all, giving a number of 1 in 100 million, much easier to believe than the claimed 1 in 7.5 trillion. That's because this person is an expert, right? Right? Who the hell wrote the paper? Seriously, this is a genuine question. Nowhere does the paper nor Dream even mention the name of the person who wrote this. All we hear is
a professor with a PhD that graduated from Harvard that's actually a practicing astrophysicist that is an expert in statistics and astrostatistics.
Take that in for a moment. He hired an astrophysicist to do this work. What even is an astrophysicist? Dream hired someone who was really good at space stuff to do statistics. Even if he is a so-called expert at statistics, why not hire someone who actually has a PhD in statistics? I mean, he has 14 million subscribers, money is obviously not an issue. Right under the title on page 2, we are given a name, Photo Excitation, presumably the name of the company Dream hired from. Going to the website, they don't actually do statistics. They do grant reviews. They list applied statistics under other services. Why would you ever hire a company like this that does not specialize in what you want when finding overqualified companies for this job are a literal Google search away? To top this all off, other people on r/statistics have looked at the math themselves, deeming it to be nonsense. Let's take the stopping bias. Dream claims that because he always stops when he achieves his goal of 12 pearls, and leaving immediately makes his numbers appear better than they actually are. This is completely false. That is because he leaves when he is done, meaning lucky runs will spend less time and unlucky ones will take more time, balancing each other out over the course of a stream. Another thing I don't understand is the point of Dream including the 5 previous streams to the data. The allegations are that he cheated in 6 of his streams. Therefore, adding 5 streams where he did not cheat is simply going to water down the results, giving misleading data. There are many more flaws with the Dream report too complicated for my bedwars brain to understand. If you wish to read it yourself to get a more in-depth understanding, the Reddit thread will be linked below. Why? Why would Dream do this? Dream is not stupid. We all know this. We've all seen his 10,000 IQ moments montage. Someone like that doesn't make mistakes like this. So if it's not a mistake, why hire someone who's really qualified and hide their identity? The answer? To skew the results. I mentioned earlier that I know nothing regarding the math aspect of this. How do we know that Dream didn't pay this small company to write a convincing paper that looks like it does the math, but in reality, BS the whole thing, hoping to trick his fan base? Considering all the options, this is the most likely one. At this point, the burden of proof is on Dream to explain his choice. Until Dream is able to give me sufficient reasoning about why his choice was a good one, I have to assume malicious intent. If I were in his shoes, I would search up statistician for hire. Barely even scrolling down, you can see numerous candidates with PhD. As I've mentioned earlier, money is not a problem for Dream. Any fees these would charge can be easily paid by him. In my eyes, I cannot find any reason in favor of Dream for this decision to hire photo excitation. Bias. When I am talking about bias, I don't mean in math or with any of the videos or reports. I mean myself, my own personal biases. I want to say that I am a Dream fan, am subscribed, and will stay subscribed regardless of the verdict. This automatically makes me biased in his favor. When Geosquare's video first came out, I disliked the video and formed some mental gymnastics about why this video was wrong. I genuinely thought the Dream would easily take down everything in the video. Ironically, it was his response that made me switch sides. Even now, part of me still tries to find a logical reason as to why Dream would do this, and I can find none. What proves whether he cheated or not is legitimacy of his report. If it is 100% true and accurate, then he is innocent. If it is false and misleading, then he is a cheater. Unfortunately, I have to side with the latter. I am not the first person to point out all these things. Numerous posts and discussions have been made regarding these very controversial points. The more I read, the more I find myself doubting Dream. In good faith, in the name of justice, I cannot exonerate Dream. If I cannot trust Dream's response, then the only argument remaining is the original one's, and that is a guilty verdict. Considering all the information that has been brought up in this video, I have no choice but to deem Dream a cheater in 1.16 speedrunning. In my opinion, everything that was brought up in the Geosquare video about why Dream would cheat is still 100% valid. As for what will happen to Dream, literally nothing. He has a huge following and they aren't going anywhere. Personally, I still find his content entertaining. Cheating and speedrunning doesn't change that. As for what you should do whatever you want. Just don't be toxic.